Good morning. How are you doing? My name is Jenny, and we are back as Diversity in Unity 54 African Ambassadors of Influence here in the show Diversity in Unity. We welcome you, everyone watching on TV. Like I said, we are here to give you another great episode of our shows. So, like I said, it's a great show. It's diversity. Yeah, and as we are remembering the genocide against Tutsi that happened in 1994, we are also comforting everyone, all of you watching our TV. And I'd like to introduce the person that is hosting with me today.
So, hi Jenny.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
So, my name is Patience Mahoro, but you guys can call me Percy.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you look
Basi.
good today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how are we going to give the best to our people today? Are you excited to give what you have?
Well, I am excited, of course, and I want them to be excited as
Wow.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, everyone watching OTV, we welcome you back. I know it has been a long time, but we are back in the show. And of course, it's amazing, it's fun. And today is going to be more of comfort, right, Basi?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
So, let's start by telling people what is the topic of today?
So, the topic of the day is called, or you can say, in other words, heartfelt hug.
A heartfelt hug. Wow. Can I have a heartfelt hug?
Yes, of course.
Oh, wow. Felt hug.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank you. I
much.
feel much better now.
Yeah, it's a great hug. It's a
Yeah.
great comforting hug. But we are going to talk much more about this heartfelt hug as we proceed in the show of today. So I would like to also start by thanking everyone who has been with us watching the show from episode 1. It was a great journey, and we still want to walk it with our people, right, Basi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what do we tell our people if we want them to be with us today, if you want them to keep watching today's show?
Well, I would tell them that it is going to be amazing.
Yes.
Uh, we are going to be having hot
Yeah.
details about our topic,
Yes.
which is already, as I told you, it is already exciting for me as it is interesting something to talk about.
Wow, it's an
Yeah.
interesting thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Yes, so we're just going to take a short break and then we're going to come back with a heartfelt hug. What is it? It was just a short break after some tea. We are back and we are fine now. And this is Diversity in Unity. If you just came, it's Diversity in Unity as the show of today. Remember that it's a show that you watch every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. And I would like to thank you for watching from episode 1 or from whatever episode you've been watching us. We are so thankful. And we are welcoming you to watch this episode as well as we proceed with the best topic, which is a heartfelt hug. Basi, how do we come with this heartfelt hug as we are now remembering our people who were gone during the genocide against Tutsi? How are we going to give comfort to our people today?
Well, I feel like it is important
Yeah.
as we are commemorating the genocide. Uh, as we're talking about it, I feel like people should like embrace it, should start
Yeah.
practicing it, and we are going to be talking about it so that you know what it it is
Yeah.
used for, when it is used, how can
Yeah.
it help a
How
person,
really it is important.
and I'm sure that it will.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
very important. So, I'd like to start by explaining to people if you don't know what is a heartfelt hug, but
Yeah.
as at least you can understand that there is three words combined together: a heartfelt hug. That's a heart, and that's feeling, and that's hugging. So, let's just go in deeper. What is a heartfelt hug? So, we would like to tell the people that actually, shortly, it is a way of showing love, showing comfort, showing support, yeah, and consolation to people when you're hugging someone with the heart, full of consolation, full of comforting, full of love. It's really a hug that is felt very well. Yeah, so I would like to ask you a question, Pasi. Personally, have you ever like once felt like the only thing that I need right now is a hug?
Well, two different time that I felt like it's just two.
Okay.
Like I felt like something to make me better at that particular moment.
Was a hug.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was just
Was
a
it a
moment or
severe situation? Was it a sensitive situation that you were going through? Or was it missing someone? Or was it,
yeah, I would say that it was tragic.
oh, tragic?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm very
and
sorry. But
well,
did you get that hug?
I did,
Wow.
I did, and it just puts you at peace,
Wow.
at like comfort.
So you
Yeah,
felt better.
I did.
Wow, then that's a proof that a heartfelt hug works.
Yeah, it does, and
Yeah.
helps. By the way, like it tells you more than
Yeah.
what words it could say.
Yeah, so simply a heartfelt hug, like when you are in lack of words, when you don't feel like talking to someone, when you just want to express your emotions, about a particular situation or towards a particular person, then you want that hug. At least it makes you feel better. So people should consider hugging someone when you feel down, when you feel like it's not working, when you don't have a peace of mind, when you don't feel like your heart is at peace, when you don't feel like you are okay, please. And you feel a need of hugging someone, like Pasi said, she felt better.
Yeah,
I also have experienced that hug, but for me, it wasn't like a tragic situation. It was like, I felt like I wanted to hug someone so that, okay, I was happy. Yeah, but I wanted to share that happiness with someone. So
yeah,
I wanted to hug that person. Could be a mother, could be a friend of mine. And it really made me feel so amazed. Yeah, so the heartfelt hug works.
like I would say like it helps you to share
Mm.
that feeling, and
Yeah,
mostly the feeling is just the feeling of happiness,
yeah, the
of
feeling of
just feeling good.
happiness. Yeah, but we
Mostly,
can maybe we can highlight some of the unique things. Do you know at least some of the unique things that we can highlight about this hug that compares it to other hugs
or
that we all receive,
differs
different
it from
situations.
others.
Yeah,
Yeah, so a heartfelt hug, mostly it is like most of the time it is
yeah.
a hug that is free of hypocrisy.
Oh wow,
Like,
hypocrisy.
yeah,
That's the worst thing to have in a hug. When
like
someone hugs you
sometimes
with hypocrisy, it's like
sometimes it is
shouldn't even
it is
happen.
him or her fulfilling his desires,
Yeah, his
not
desire.
sharing a good feeling,
Yeah.
not comforting you, not
Yeah, that's something to highlight. By the way,
yeah,
if you're a person watching OTV right now, Diversity in Unity brings you a heartfelt hug. Just make sure when you give that hug, it has to be free of hypocrisy, like Pasi said. Do you
yeah.
have another highlight?
Yeah, so I would also say that a heartfelt hug, the unique about it
Mm,
is you don't just get to exaggerate,
yeah.
like
So it
do
shouldn't be
so much.
exaggeration. It has
Yeah,
to be, can I say live? It has to be,
sincere.
yeah, sincere.
Yeah,
Wow.
just yeah,
Anyway, I hope that we are helping people who need a hug, who
yeah,
need comfort, who need consolation. And when you forgive someone, sometimes you need them to hug you or you need to hug them. Please do. A hug can work. Yeah, but I think that we could also say back in the society, we have different things that a hug can mean because people give different hugs. When we were little,
yeah,
and when your parents would come from work or from any
yeah.
place, then you'd be like, wow, I want to hug my mother or my father. You go run like a kid and then you hug. You feel like, wow, at least the day is over. Like the day is completed well. If you had a horrible day, then a hug just from your parent could ease up everything.
Like it is a sign that you're
Yeah,
protecting
you're
someone.
protected.
He's there. It's
Yeah,
final
so
day after
that's
a
true.
long day.
Yeah.
You can imagine on the side of a parent.
Yeah.
He's been
If
working
he
all
or she
day.
also had a long day, but
Yeah,
then a smile from the child is so
just
amazing.
it just makes you feel connected.
Yeah, it makes you feel connected to that
Yeah,
person. Yeah,
and
even a friend, when you hug your friend when it's been long and then you're hugging that person, it really feels amazing. So
yeah,
we can have a lot of symbols from hugs, but we are going to talk about some few of the symbols, but we are going to talk about that after just a short break, where we are coming back after
yeah.
taking some tea, telling you how a heartfelt hug can be so important to your life. Just be
Yes.
with us. We are back again. Diversity in Unity is the show that you are watching here on No TV. We are having a topic that we've been discussing about, which is a heartfelt hug. It's a great topic, I know, and I hope that you guys are enjoying. So, Percy, we've been talking about the uniqueness of this hug, of this long hug. It could be for minutes. We just did for 1 minute, I guess, but you can have it for, for 3 minutes, whatever you want, if you
Oh,
need really that hug, right, Percy?
yeah.
So I think that this heartfelt hug is teaching a lot of people who want to know, how can I embrace the happiness? How can I feel better? Yeah, which brings me to talk
Or
about the
when.
symbols. Yeah,
Uh,
the symbols that hugs different symbolize in the society when people hug each other. It could be a sign of unity. Let's take an example with Paul, as he was telling Corinthians to do the hug. He was referring to the unity between them. He was telling them how they are one. No matter how many churches are developing in the Corinthians, they are still one church, they are still one people, which is also something we should consider during these days. It's useful to hug someone. You are one, you are using that hug as unity. And remember, when people are not in good terms, when they come to accept each other or to embrace each other and forgive each other,
yeah.
yeah, they do the hug. They
Yeah,
do
like
the hug as a
it's a
symbol that they are
symbol. Yeah,
forgiving each other.
yeah.
They are now
Like
you
they
know,
are connecting after a
yeah,
disconnection
they
that
are
had happened. That
reuniting.
you know,
Yeah,
like you feel like you have been forgiven.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this symbol of unity. You could need a hug when it's not even a symbol of unity. Maybe when you want someone to be by your side, when you are going through hard times and you need a hug, it's okay. But it's also some unity in there because you are uniting with that person and then you are sharing that person what you've been going through. And he or she is there to stand for you and be there for you and hug you so that you come back to your normal mood, you come back to the happy mood.
Yes, and like in the society, the unity in the society, like just picture yourself in a big crowd of people, in a people, many people are hugging each other.
Yeah.
Just even the sight of it makes you feel happy. Now,
Yeah.
then
Especially in church when people are hugging each other. It's
that is
so
the best moment
amazing.
for me.
Yeah.
It's the best moment.
Yeah, like after praying together, after being together in church for some hours, and then you are like hugging each other. Some people have not seen each other for a long time, and then
Yeah.
it's
Even
reuniting.
if it can be like a week.
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough for you to hug someone. Yeah, so we can also talk about hugging importance, because we could be talking about a heartfelt hug when you feel like wanting to hug that person who is around you or who is next to you. Whatever situation you're going through, it could be a good situation, could be
Yeah.
a hard situation, but just in case you feel that hug needed. Why is it even important to do that hug? Like, how is it going to help that person who is not in the right mood, or who is in a good mood but needs to share that mood with someone else. How is it important? How is that hug going to leave something to your heart that is going to make you feel better?
Like Jenny, you can even say that sometimes we get to like communicate with just words, but there's also gestures, and a
Yeah.
heartfelt hug is also like the most beautiful gesture you can use
Wow.
to
I
like
like that.
communicate to a
Most
person,
beautiful
you
gesture.
know.
Yeah, to communicate.
Yeah, and without even using words.
Mm.
Sometimes you don't even know the words, the right words to say it, like to
Yeah,
converse to.
just like we were saying that
Yeah,
lack of words. You
yeah.
just want to express your emotions.
Or
Yeah.
even the gesture can even do it better than the words and
Yeah.
show it.
Yeah, it's
Like
just
something I just said,
that's true.
but if you do something to like complement what you were just saying,
Yeah.
just do that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good communication tool.
yeah,
Yeah. So, what else can we say about the importance of this hug?
yeah. Like it, the hugs, those heartfelt hugs, they can even reduce stresses. Like,
Exactly.
like you
You are
just,
stressed. Let's talk about people who are in marriage, like married people.
yeah,
Maybe the husband comes from work so exhausted, so tired, a lot of work, and then your wife gives you a hug. Isn't that stress releasing?
it's just, it makes you feel like all the work is over. Like
Wow.
you are starting a next part where you
Yeah.
get to like be with the family, be with
Yeah.
your loved
So
ones.
praise the Lord who unites people and makes them one through a marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have a lot of importance. Can we have another sign of importance that this hug can bring?
So also another importance of a heartfelt hug, like it makes you feel safe.
It makes you feel safe.
Safe.
Like
Do you?
the other one we were talking about, the protection.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, especially with parents and their children, or with a friend who is so protective.
Yeah.
Yeah. It,
Like a hug can often shows how
mm.
you are protected by that person, or you know.
Yeah, I would also like to bring this other important thing that we should, I guess, notice about a hug.
Yeah.
When you are in your mood, in your down mood, when you feel like, oh, the word is not working for me, or something is going wrong. Could be at work, could be at school, could be wherever you are, but something is not better. Something is not going well. You need some source of happiness. So when you meet your friends and hug them, it immediately brings you happiness. You feel happier, and yeah, it uplifts your mood from that down mood to the great mood. It's also something to recognize.
Like
Yeah.
you're saying, like it is something to make you feel
Yeah, to make you feel
the
that.
presence of like
Mm,
being in others,
yeah.
being like you
Yeah,
know,
being with others, happy with your friends or happy with your
with
people.
other.
But I could also say in terms of health, when you go to the hospital, some people are relieved, or they end their pain. Like their pain reduces when you hug them. You go to visit someone at the hospital, whoever is sick, could be a friend, could be a mother, could be just anyone you visit at the hospital. But then you recognize that that person has been has been in pain for long. But when you embrace that pain that he or she has, and then you give that person a hug, comfort her, tell her or tell him you're going to be fine, you're going to be okay through that hug, it's really going to bring her health better.
And Jenny, just you saying like
Yeah.
when you're sick at hospital,
Yeah.
it made me feel think about like some people are like struggling
Yeah.
mentally, maybe with anxiety,
Yeah.
uh, depression, other
Mm.
disorders. Hug also helps in that field, in that like you are anxious, like you
Mm.
are. It's also some kind of stress.
Yeah.
Like it almost heals you. Like it
it heals your
assures you that
heart. Yeah.
everything is going to be okay. No need to be
Yeah,
anxious
like
again.
you're not alone in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people end up making suicide because they feel they are alone in the world. If that person meets
When
someone and then gives them a hug, it's
imagine if
going
you
to
can,
be
you know,
that suicide is going to be removed.
yeah,
That person is
just
not
by a
going to
hug,
commit to suicide.
just by a
I'd
hug.
even recommend people who have friends or people, could be your colleagues who is struggling with mental health.
Yeah.
Please try and hug that person most often so that he or she feels she's not alone in that situation. She's not alone in that struggle, so that she feels like she's back in the world. People care about her. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'd also like to say this hug can be a really medium effective communication.
Yeah.
Let me say, if you meet someone
Yeah.
just randomly,
Okay.
and then maybe it's been 2 years, you haven't seen that person for 2 years, it's going to be different as you meet someone you just saw last night.
Yeah.
If you give him or her that big hug for long, she or he is going to say, wow, this person has been missing me for long. It's
Mm.
going to be a sign of communication that shows you that that person really was missing you, has not seen you for a long. Or it can also be a sign of communication between people who are doing an agreement, or who are, like we said, who have not been in good terms, who have been having some issues between them. When they hug, it's a sign of communicating that we are now okay, we are now in good terms.
Like it increases the trust
Yeah, increases
between
the
like
trust.
more than one people.
Yeah. So a hug is very something that you should consider to heal, to be comforted,
To bring
to yeah,
trust.
to bring trust, to show love, to feel happier with your people,
Make,
with the people around you, and to forgive. When you're forgiving someone, a hug is better. So please try a hug. It could be for long, could be for short term. However you want, try this holy hug, and then it's going to be a better thing for you. I know that maybe you have not experienced this, or maybe you are watching Diversity right now. You already have hugged someone in a few minutes ago. I know you can connect. Yeah.
like he's recalling the moments that he
Yeah, the
had.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are now coming to the conclusion. I think that we have shared a lot about this heartfelt hug, and I hope that you guys are going to start now, giving hugs to your people, giving holy hugs. Could be in church, could be on the street, wherever you see that person, hug that person. It's okay. And would you like to tell something also to the people who are watching Diversity in Unity right now and who have been through struggles? Like, you want to hug someone, but you are afraid. How is he or she going to think about it?
Well, like if you are the one who needs it, just express yourself, express yourself that you
Yeah.
need a hug.
Yeah,
You can
tell
even
that
show
person.
gestures. Open your arms wide.
Yeah.
I don't think someone can like restrain from
No.
hugging his friends or
Yeah, even
a
if
family.
if you did do that,
Yeah.
like, we are not saying you should not consider the measures when COVID comes in.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to protect
Oh,
yourself. But if we are now free of COVID, why not hug someone? Why not hug someone to comfort her, to make her or him feel better?
yeah. And Jenny, something that I can say about like the donor of a hug, someone who gives a hug, please
Yes.
do like wholeheartedly,
Yeah,
like
wholeheartedly.
sincerely do it. That is when the connection will like someone will
You
believe
will
that
get
he's
connected. It's
forgiven
free of
or will
hypocrisy.
believe that
It's sincere.
he's not lonely again.
Hmm.
Like, don't just put your desires on the table
Yeah.
because you are fulfilling someone's,
Yeah,
um,
someone's wish.
wish or,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy the hug,
yeah,
whoever you're going to hug. And I hope that mothers who have not been hugging their children, please do. If you're a father, please do hug your wife, your children.
yeah.
Please, if you have friends, please hug your friends. Make them feel better. And I would also want to say that we are quoting from the Bible. we have a scripture that is going to be talking about this holy hug, but
Yeah.
we also want to tell you guys that we are not just concluding this topic because this was just part one of the topic. We're going to have another part two of this topic, and it's going to be a great one. We are going to go more deeper. We could even have people who hug each other, who show us how do we really hug that person who really need that hug. Yeah. So we are so thankful for you guys who've been watching till the end of this episode of today. And thank you also, Pasi, for coming and
Thank you,
for
Jenny.
being present with us in the show. It
Thank
was
you
a
so
really
much.
great
The
pleasure to
pleasure is
have you.
mine, though.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
had fun. I had so much to gain from a heartfelt hug.
yes. So
Just
we would also like to wish everyone a nice weekend. Thank you for watching, and we will see you the next time. It is written in the Bible. In the first book, Paul wrote to Corinthians, chapter 16, verse 20b. Pass the greetings around with holy hugs. It is also written in the Bible. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 22. A merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones.